So about a month ago, I did a full install and review video of the Midea 12,000 BTU U-shaped air conditioner, but in the comment section of that video, there were a fair amount of people that said that they far prefer the GE Clearview. So in this video, I've got both AC units on two different windows. We're gonna compare their wattage usage, how loud they are, how cold the air is that blows out of those AC units. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so to kick off the different features between the two units, let's briefly go over what they are here on this Midea U-shaped unit. Now again, this one is a 12,000 BTU unit. They do also make them in, I believe it's 8 and 10,000 BTUs. This particular one at 12,000 BTUs is able to easily cool down my 500 square foot garage here. And it also does a really great job simultaneously of dehumidifying the air. And when you live in the South like I do, that's a big deal. Now, just really quickly to get a size reference, this unit is about 18.5 inches wide by approximately 12.5 inches tall. And it sticks out away from the window at about 8.5 inches. Now, one of the main selling points of the Midea U-shaped unit is the U-shape. The window itself is actually going down into the internal portion of this unit. The benefits of that are you're able to close your window almost all the way down where it normally would be. And on top of that, you're also able to fully use your window sill. And the approximate cost for this unit to run on a yearly basis is $47 at 12,000 BTUs. And one of the big reasons why it's so inexpensive to operate this unit on a yearly basis is because it uses inverter technology. Also, because of how efficient it is one of the quietest, if not the quietest AC unit I've ever used. But again, we're gonna put that to the test here in a little bit. And over on this window, we have the GE Clearview. This unit is very comparable to the Midea at 12,200 BTUs. It also uses a lot of the same inverter technology as the Midea, so this unit is also very efficient. It's Energy Star rated, and its yearly estimated run costs are around $67 a year. So that's about $20 more per year than the Midea is. But when it comes to an air conditioner, that's still extremely inexpensive when you consider that's on a yearly basis. And because this unit is also extremely efficient, it's also extremely quiet. But the main selling feature for a lot of people on this, and the reason why this is called the GE Clearview, this is basically an upside down U or a lowercase n, also known as a saddle design, to where it sits below the window and goes down below the window sill. So a lot less of your view is obstructed. So for many people, that is a really nice feature. But let's get a quick measurement as to what you can expect as far as how much of a footprint it takes up in a room. So its width is about 19 inches. Its total height is about 12.5 inches. But now let's see how far away it sticks out from the window and then into the room. So from the window, it's about 14.5 inches. So this sticks out into a room quite a bit further than the Midea. The Midea was 8.5 inches. This one is at 14.5. Let me just measure from the wall how far it sticks out. Right at about 10.5 inches from the wall. So if this is going on a window where, say, you have a couch or some other piece of furniture, then of course you would want to take that into account. Both units also come with their own controllers. The GE Clearview over here on the left, a very, very simplistic controller, has all the basic functions that you would need on it. And then you have the Midea controller over here on the right, which has all the settings that the GE Clearview controller has, and then a bunch more. So pretty much any setting that you would want to set your Midea to, you can control it with the controller that they include with it. It also has this digital readout, so you can see in real time exactly what everything is set to as well. And then both units also have the ability to be connected to Wi-Fi, so you can monitor in real time and also control your unit from pretty much anywhere you like using the app for each individual unit. Now this is the Midea app, and GE's is very similar to this. You're able to see the current temperature it's set to. You're also able to change it to whatever you want. You can see what mode it's in, the fan speed. You can also see what the current outdoor temperature is at your unit, and also what your indoor temperature is in the room it's in. And there's a bunch of other features as well. So that's another really nice additional feature that both units offer. Now, as far as the installation process goes of these two units, the GE Clearview, there aren't a ton of steps to it. Now, I will tell you that while it will look similar, the foam blocks that are on each side of my unit, These did not come with this. This is not gonna be a permanent install for me. I'm gonna put this somewhere else. But this unit was extremely easy to install. And then once I did that, all I had to do was lift it up into the window. It sat right on the windowsill. Then I went to the outside. There are a couple of adjustable feet that screw out and then go up against the wall to help secure this unit in place. There is also insulation that then goes on top of those foam blocks across the unit that sticks into place. That's what provides an airtight seal then on top of the unit. And then I also installed the foam at the very top of the window to make sure that the top of the window was sealed off as well. All in all, this installation probably took me about 15 to 20 minutes to do. There's no bracket involved whatsoever, as since the unit is a saddle unit, it's basically using the window and window sill as its bracket, and then it's just tightened down into place. So this is definitely one of the quickest and easiest installations that someone can do. Whereas over here with the Midea unit, this installation, while still extremely doable, was a little bit more involved. There is an actual bracket that has to be installed for this particular unit. And then once that bracket's installed and the AC unit is lifted up into the window and on top of that bracket, that's when then you can start putting in your foam blocks on each side. And then also, like the Clearview, another foam piece that goes up on the top part of the window to make sure that we have an airtight seal and bugs can't get in. So when it comes to the installation of the Midea unit, I would say that you can estimate that this will probably take anywhere from around 45 minutes to an hour. But overall, if I had to choose a winner between the Midea and the GE Clearview as to which one is the easiest to install, I would give it to the GE Clearview, just because there's no bracket to install, there's not a whole lot of steps to installing it, and it can also be installed in about half the time. All right, so now let's put these two units to the test. I've got this unit set at its lowest setting of 64 degrees. I have the fan on high, eco mode off. We're about 5 feet away from the unit, and we're going to take a decibel reading to see how loud this is in comparison with the GE. All right, so as you can see, we're averaging right at 50 decibels. So this is the loudest you could expect out of this Midea U-Shape at about 5 feet away. And so now I'm going to take a reading as to how loud it is outside where the condenser is. And again, we're about 5 feet away. So right at around 57 or 58 decibels. So a little bit louder than the inside, which is to be expected as the condenser is outside. All right, so now let's test how loud the GE Clearview is. Again, we're at 5 feet away. I have the temperature set down to 64, which again is as low as it goes. I have all the settings set as high as possible, so this is the loudest it will be, just like the Midea. And the Midea was right around 50 decibels, so let's see where this comes in at. Wow, okay, so very close to the Midea. The Midea was pretty much staying down in that 50 decibel range. This one will dip down into the 50 decibel range, but it was pretty much averaging right at 51 decibels. So that is extremely close to the Midea, and I really can't give a clear winner to either one. And now we'll get the outside reading of the GE Clearview. Again, we're about 5 feet away. So right at 58 or 59 decibels, so very comparable to the outside measurement of the Midea. Now let's see which one blows the coldest air. And again, I have all my settings set to the highest settings, and I have my temperature set down at 64 degrees again, so that's as cold as it gets on this unit. And currently, as you can see, the air that is coming out of this unit is at 41.9 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't know about you, but that is extremely cold air. In comparison with the vents that are in my house for my central AC unit, that is about 17 to 18 degrees lower than the temperature of the air that comes out of my vents in my house. All right, so now let's see how cold the GE Clearview's air is. And as you can see, it's currently reading at 45.1 degrees Fahrenheit. All the settings on this are also completely maxed out. So at 45 degrees Fahrenheit, again, this is pretty close to the Midea. The Midea, we were getting readings of right at 42 degrees, 41.9 degrees Fahrenheit. So the air that comes out of the Midea is about 3 degrees less than the GE Clearview. And while overall 3 degrees isn't a ton of difference, it can make a difference in how long it takes the unit to cool down a room and how well it does at keeping that room at that temperature. But when it comes down to which unit blows the coldest air, the Midea wins this one. All right, so we've tested which unit is the quietest, we've tested which one blows the coldest air. We're gonna test how much wattage each one of these pulls. Now I have this GE Clearview on and still on its max settings, and currently with the GE Clearview completely maxed out, we are getting right at 1200 watts right now. So at 1200 watts, that's really not using a whole lot of power for a window AC that's this size, but I just want to show you what both of these units are capable of. All right, so I've had the Midea U-Shape unit running for 10 minutes now, and as you can see, it is currently pulling 1100 watts. So that's about 100 watts less than the GE Clearview. So that might be where that extra energy savings is coming from, where it's advertised that you can expect to pay around $47 per year to run and operate this unit. Whereas the GE Clearview, the box says that you can expect to spend around $64 per year. So between the 100 watts less and the little bit cooler air that's coming out of this unit, I'm guessing that's where those energy savings are. So between those two, I can see how that could add up. So just like the GE Clearview, with this being about 100 watts less than it, obviously this can easily be run by pretty much any generator, battery backups, and solar power. It just depends on which one you would rather go with. And again, this is both units being completely maxed out. Once your unit's been installed for a while, it's pretty much never going to get to this place, because once it gets to your desired temperature, it's just going to try and maintain it, and it's not ever going to have to go to this high of setting. But I just wanted to see which one would pull the most power. So as far as the power consumption category goes, the Midea uses about 100 watts less than the GE Clearview. So the Midea wins this category as well, but not by a massive margin. But now let's get down to one of the most important factors, and that is the difference in price between these two units. And in this case, it's really not even close, because one of these AC units averages out to be at least $100 to $125 less than the other one, regardless of which size you get. For instance, if you want to get a 12,000 BTU unit like I've got in here behind me, the Midea U-Shape currently is selling for $459. If you're wanting to get the GE Clearview at 12,200 BTUs, you're looking at around $575. And the winner in this category goes directly to the Midea U-Shape unit. My personal opinion, now that I own both of these units, which one would I go with if I had to do all over again? Well, I think if we take a look at all the testing that we did in this video, and we also take a look back at the dimensions of each of these units and how much room they can take up in a room or a window. So taking all of that into account, the units either were tied in a couple of categories, or the Midea clearly won in some of the others. So for me personally, if I was to do everything all over again and I was just going to select one of them, I personally would still go with the Midea U-Shape. I still really recommend it. It does a fantastic job of cooling this entire 500 square foot space, and it keeps it cold. But if you're someone that really values that window real estate and being able to see out of it very clearly, then you very well may find the extra value in the GE Clearview, because obviously it does not take up anywhere near the amount of space in the actual window viewing area as the Midea U-Shape does. Not that the Midea U-Shape takes up a ton of space, it really doesn't, but the GE Clearview almost takes up no space at all. So again, in that category, it's really going to come down to your personal preference and how much that matters to you. Either way, for your convenience, I'll have links for everything you saw in this video between the two different air conditioners, the Midea U-Shape and the GE Clearview. I'll also list them in the varying sizes that they come in and list the corresponding square footage of the rooms that they can cool. I'll also have links for any corresponding tools that you might need for their installation. So you can find all of that down in the description down below. When you click on those links, it'll take you directly to them so you can check them all out for yourself. Now, really quickly, if you're finding yourself to be leaning more towards the Midea, maybe you've already ordered one or you're in the process of doing so, then you'll definitely find value in that video that I did fairly recently, where I go in depth into all the steps it takes to install it. If that's of interest to you, you can click on this video right over here and it will take you directly to it. So hopefully you found value in this video. If you did, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button right down below. And of course, if you have any questions or comments still, you can leave those down in the comment section. And I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.